Hi friends, good morning. Today we will discuss about the company code, one of the most important org structure component created in the SAP FI site. And this is also one of the mandatory requirements. If you want to use SAP FI, then you must use this company code as well. Let's proceed further. So I have just captured a couple of screenshots. I'm sure most of the people who have seen the company code in the SAP system must have seen all these screenshots. But just to showcase, I have just captured a couple of them to see how it looks like. We will see it, all these things in the system as well. So this is just to present how it looks like. So this is how the company code, the description, the address component, and all other stuff looks like. Here, what I would like to say is, please share this video in your circle. This will be a very useful knowledge enhancement for many people, particularly for the freshers and few things even for the experienced people as well. Because I am going to detail about lot of things in this particular video about company code, its usage, why it is needed, and many such stuffs. So I request you all, please watch this video till the end of it to get the complete and full benefit out of this video. Let's move further. So what is basically a company code in the SAP system? Let us understand that into detail. So company code is basically the smallest or maybe the tiniest hierarchical unit in SAP FI. So company code is the part of the org structure in FI. We will see some pictorial presentation also later on. This is also one of the mandatory requirements. If you want to have a financial reporting, if you want to have a profit and loss account and balance sheet generation, and if you want to record all your business transactions and your master data and transaction data and various other stuffs, you must configure a company. This company code can be notified with 4 characters alphanumeric. Now you can use only alpha also, you can use only numeric also, you can use combination also. So all the 3 options are available to you, and anything between 1 character to the 4 characters you can take. You cannot take more than 4 characters because the technical length of this particular field is having only 4 characters. That is the reason you cannot go beyond 4. But all the way up to 4, minimum 1, maximum 4 you can use. And this is specifically meant for the external reporting requirement purpose. What I mean by that external reporting is the balance sheet which you create, the profit and loss account you create, the cash flow and fund flow statement which you create, you do not create it just for the company purpose. You create it for the people who are outside the company. They, if they want to know how the company is performing, and lot of other legal, tax related requirements, country specific requirements, accounting principle related requirements, stock exchange listing related requirements, and there are so many more of such stuff. Accounting principle related requirements, accounting standard related requirements, all these kind of reportings are called as nothing but external reporting. This company code plays a very important role. If you don't have a company code, so all these reportings you cannot do in the SAP FI. So everything with regard to the recording of business transactions all the way till reporting basically starts from the company code itself. And that is why this is one of the mandatory requirement to have a company code in the SAP system. If you don't have, then you can't do external reporting at all. This is a must requirement. Let's move further. So let us understand some of the technical details of the company code particularly. The transaction code in which you create this company code is called as OX02. The table in which the company code details are usually stored is called as T001. That is the name of the table. I will show you in the system as well, no need to worry. It can have a length all the way up to 4 characters alphanumeric. You can have 1 character name, you can have 2 character name, you can have 3, and you can have 4. Either way is fine. All the way from 1 to 4 you can have. And it can be only alpha, it can be only numeric, and it can be alphanumeric. Please remember that naming or naming of a company code is coming under the naming convention requirement of the client from the client side with regard to the company code. Remember, this company code is a legal entity. It is a registered and legal entity, and that is why this naming convention which you create in the SAP system needs to be appropriate, and this needs to be discussed with the client at the time of doing the implementation for the given client in the SAP area, SAP ERP rather I will say. In general, what I have seen is most of the people usually follow the number wise 4 characters number wise company code like 1000, 2000, 5000, 5100, 5200. Most of them people follow the numeric ones, and all the 4 characters people usually use. Some places I have seen even 3 characters people use for the company code setup. And as I said, you can have even 1 letter also, that also can be considered as a company code. So there is technically there is no problem in that. If you create it, it will system will accept the values and it will save it accordingly. But in general, 1 digit and 2 digit company code I have never seen in the real time systems. Most of them are 4 characters, and some places I have seen 3 characters as well. And some companies use alphanumeric combination also, like R100, R200, D100, T200. Likewise also some companies use, but majority I will say people usually use the company code numeric only and all 4 characters. Based on my 11 years of experience of seeing in the ERP system, right from EHP 4 version of ECC all the way till S4HANA 2022 version, which is one of the latest one, all are having the similar kind of things. The field name of this company code is BUKRS, Bucharest people usually call it as. I hope so far whatever I have explained is clear to you all. Let's move further. So what is the use of the company code? What is the actual use of the company code? So first and foremost, this company code is created for the purpose of external reporting to be generated out of the system by setting up the company code and then maintaining the master data and inputting the transaction data as well. So basically it is meant for the external reporting. It is also meant for recording the various kind of business transactions which you carry out against the company code. I mean any kind of general voucher entries, invoices, payments, depreciation posting, assets, liabilities, incomes, expenses, gains, losses, and so much more. Because the kind of business transactions a company can have are literally too many, so that's why I cannot give you an exhaustive list of it. But where do you record all these transactions if you don't have a company code? You cannot record any transaction, and that is why this business transaction recording company code is a must. Then this also tells you the financial status of a company. Now you will ask how? It is very simple. You generate your P&L accounts, P&L statement rather I will say, and balance sheet statement, fund flow statement, cash flow statement. Then you do a study of all those statements, and then you decide how the company is performing, how they are doing, giving the dividends and all other things. But how these reports will get generated? Only through the company code. So that is how you get to know the financial status of a company via company code. Then legal compliance, one of the very important topic with regard to the company and the auditors of the company rather I will say. Every country has their own specific set of legal requirements which a company is supposed to follow, along with the accounting principles, local and international both. So with the help of company code setup and all the other relevant setups, you will be in a position to ensure that all the legal compliance and accounting principle requirements and accounting standard requirements are met and reported accordingly, so that any kind of auditing firm cannot put a question mark on your reporting structure. That also ensures that all the stakeholders of the company will have belief in your company that you are doing well and you are reporting it correctly. You will get more investors, you will get more profit, and in market you will also gain a good name for the company. Then this company code is also needed in order to set up the master and transaction data in the system. If you don't have a company code, then master data and transaction data will be again a difficult thing to do. And sometimes even various kind of stakeholders, here stakeholders can be the investors, can be the government, can be an investigating agency, can be the employees union, can be the management of the company, board of the directors, and then can be even public at large. I am talking about general public who might be planning to put some money in the stock of your company. To fulfill the information request of the any kind of stakeholders of a company, this company code is a must, because from here only you can get all your reporting requirements, all your information requirements. That's why we have various kind of reporting things: quarterly reports, half yearly reports, annual reports, segment wise reports, IFRS related reports, local reporting parameters like GAAP, IN GAAP, and then lot of accounting principles. Why do we have so many things? And lot of things are universally applicable and acceptable as well. In order to meet so many requirements, without company code in the SAP system, you can do nothing about it. And that's why company code is really very important. I hope this point is very clear to you. This I have explained based on my experience and understanding so far. Let's move on. So company code particularly has lot of relationships within the organization structure of the company in the SAP system, and this is just one small presentation. Everything is not covered here. Please do not get confused that only these many relationships are available. There are many more things, but in a single picture probably you cannot cover up how many relationships a company code can have with other components in the SAP system. Just some of them are aligned here, like your financial management area, your controlling area, plant, warehouse, sales or business area, company or client, then your credit control area, and likewise. There are so many things. Let's move further. Now here we will see the company code creation in the demo system. First we will see in the SAP ECC EHP7 system, and then we will also see in the SAP S4HANA 2022 version. So we will see setup of a company code, and we will also see the creation of transport request in the system. So friends, now we are in the SAP ECC system, which is EHP7 version. Just to showcase you, this is an EHP7 system. Let me show you whether this is really EHP7 system or not. Okay, just have a look, and then we will go ahead with creation of a company code in the system. So if you click it over here, as you can see, install product versions. So here you will see what it is actually meant for. Look at this, EHP7 for SAP ERP 6.0. So this is the version we are talking about. So that's why I said this is ECC EHP7. If you see down also, this is on Linux platform, and this database is Oracle. In S4HANA you cannot use Oracle database, as you are aware of. I hope it is clear so far. Now let's go to setup of the company code. As mentioned in my presentation, we will go to the T code OX02, or if you want to go it via menu paths, I am okay for that as well. Let us go by that route. SPRO, SAP reference IMG, go to the enterprise structure, definition, financial accounting, and you have to select this edit, copy, delete, and check company. Click over here on this. It will bring you over here, and now double click on this second option, edit company code data. It will bring you over here. Now if you see this one, this is coming via SPRO, that's why it is reading like this. If we click on the, because we are going to set up a new company code, so we have to use this particular new entries, and it is reading still SPRO. Because of that, this we have come from the root of menu path, SAP menu path. Now for example, let me just go out from here, and if I say OX02, sorry, 1 minute, OX02, it is also bringing me here itself. Okay, so we have two routes by which we can come here. We can come via SPRO route, or we can come directly via OX02 transaction code. Now let's go ahead and create it. Click on this new entry. It will open up like this. As I said, 4 characters you can take. So I will take like D000. I am taking 4 characters. Alphanumeric I am picking up the combination. Suppose it is Ramesh and company. I'm just giving the name like that. City, take Mumbai. Country. So country is IN, nothing but India. Currency, for India the currency is INR. And language I am giving it as EN, English. I have filled up all these details. Now I will go about saving it. For saving, this is the icon. So let's try saving it and see what happens next. The moment you will try to save it, it will open up a new window for the address bar, as you can see in the given screen. Now what is important here is we have so many different titles, but most of the time I have seen people usually don't fill anything over here, and this is your choice. If you want to fill it up, you can fill it up. If you don't want, you can leave it. Here I am just filling company, and the name I will write the same again, Ramesh and company. Search. This term is very important. Suppose you have too many company codes and you want to locate which company code and how it is. So put up a name here which will be easy to remember and identify, and which will also help you to find out quickly. So let me put it as Ramesh as my short name or search name. Then street name I can write what, LBS mark. Okay, and house number is suppose 123. Postal code is suppose 400001. City is Mumbai. Country of course IN India. The region here will be basically all the states of the India. If you see all the states, you can see. So here I am picking it up as Maharashtra. Now postal code they have given, so postal code is already filled up. Postal code, so if you want, this is for the PO box address. In some countries people use this PO box, so if this is applicable for your given company code, you can fill up these details. Otherwise you can leave it blank. Then you can have telephone number, mobile number, email, fax, so many different communications. So in the real time, whatever is applicable for your company code which is given by the client to you need to fill up all the details one by one accordingly without fail. I hope so far it is clear to you all. Now if you want to see how it will look like thing, you can click on this preview, it will show you also. See, look at this is how it will look like. Company Ramesh and company 123 LBS mark. This is the postal code, city, country. So this looks fine. So I'm just closing it up. I'm not filling any of the details over here. I'm just clicking on the further, enter on this tick mark. It is bringing me to a place where I need to create the transport request for my setting which I am making for this company code. So let me create it one. I'm just giving some name. Remember one thing, even transport request also have some specific naming conventions I have seen into many of the clients I have worked for. So here I am not following any specific naming convention, but in general when you are working in a real time, you need to fill up these things also as per the naming convention given for each of these TRs. I mean transport requests. Ramesh and company. Okay. Now I will click on save. system has automatically generated this number, because this number is usually generated by the system on automatic basis. And this is a customizing request. Remember, we have two type of transport requests: workbench request and the customizing request. Customizing request is generally created by the consultants of functional in nature, and workbench requests are usually generated by the technical consultants like ABAP, BASIS, and all other technical modules people. So let's try saving it now, and if you see, the data was saved. Right now, if you see the company code field, here I press F1 just to showcase what is the technical name of it. So this option is called as technical information. Here if you click it, as I have said, the table I have mentioned this particularly in my video and that PPT also. The table is T001, as you can see, and the field name is VUKRS. That is why the screen field name is all V underscore is means view T001, and this is the table and field. I hope this is clear to you. Now if we click here, this is the display part, and then we also have something called as, this is the address part. If you click here, it will show you all the address which you have just filled up in this particular screen. Right now we will see in the table level also whether this entry is reflecting or not. How do we verify? Let us see that. Now let us see how to see the company code at the table level. We will go to the transaction code SE16N, enter, table T001, company code is D000. Now what we will do is we will click on the execute. Correct? Can you see? If you double click here, it will show you everything, whatever you have filled up, everything it will show you. Lot of data related to. You might ask, where is the address and other things? Please remember that the address is being stored into a different table of the company code, and that is why a number is generated over there, as you can see, ADRNR. So this is the address number generated by the SAP system, and if you see in this address table with this number, you will find the complete address as well. Okay, now we will just see one more thing is related to our transport request. Let us go to the table T code /NSE10. So this is the place we have come. Remember that this modifiable and customizing request should be selected. Click on the display. It will come up like this. Now this is called as the parent TR, the parent node. Okay, and this is called as a child node. Many people are not even aware of what is parent node, what is child node, particularly the people who are freshers. So this information is purely for the freshers. Please understand what is child node, what is parent node, and number will be divided by 1. This is 473, this is 474. I hope till here it is clear to you all. Click on this. If you click here, I was telling you, right? See, address has so many things. Okay, see how many things it has. It has literally too many. We will not go there. We will click over here. This one is related to table T001, as I said, table T001, and the value is this 800 is nothing but the client number. As you can see, if I click over here, what is the client? 800. Now, and then it is further 4 characters alphanumeric company code number. You have seen the transport request as well in detail at the table name. I have shown you the table also, I have shown you the transport also. Now we will go into the S4HANA system 2022 version, and there we will see how to create a company code in the S4 system. Let's go there. This is S4HANA system, as you can see. Let's log in there. Now we have logged in. Now you want to check which version of S4HANA it is. So let me just show you that very quickly. Look at this. S4HANA 2022, SAP Fiori FES 2022 for S4HANA, ABAP platform, SAP S4HANA Foundation 2022, SAP Fiori for S4HANA 2022. So this is one of the latest version, and this is installed product versions in this particular instance. So this is S4HANA 2022 version. Now we will go in the same mode. We will create the company code. So let's go for OX02, enter, click on the new entries. Here we will create a new company code with R000. Okay, this will be again Ramesh and company, same way we will create it. Ramesh and company, Mumbai, India, INR, and English. We have filled up all the relevant details. Click on the save, select company, Ramesh and company, Ramesh, street name is LBS mark 123412341, Mumbai. This is IN, and this one, if you see, this one I'm giving it as 13 as Maharashtra. Some people ask, okay, if I have to add some more line of address, what to do? So click over here, you will get lots of fields. Can you see how many fields it has? Literally too many. Whatever you need, everything is available. But all you need to do is to expand the field and then fill up the details. I'm just making it short again. This was just for the information purpose. And suppose take phone number, mobile number, I'm just giving something blindly. Do not try to call up on this number. This is just a blank number I am giving. So I have just filled up all the relevant details. Whatever you have, you can fill it up all accordingly as per the business requirement is given to you. Again, if you want to see the preview, you can click on the preview. It will look like this. Just close it, come down, click on this enter, and if you want, I am creating another transport request for myself, so I need to click it over here. Need to give some name, Ramesh and company. Okay, click here, Ramesh and company. This is new TR number which we have got. TR nothing but transport request. Enter. Now it will say. Just wait. As you can see, the data is saved now. View details if you want, so it will show like this. So this R000 is now added. Now we will see in the table level also how it looks like. /n SE16 N only I am using. We have one more transaction code in S4HANA called as SE16H. We will see discuss those things some other day. Right now I am just putting it up in the simple manner, right? See, here the address number is different. Obviously two different systems, so address numbers are also consumed accordingly. So let me expand it so that the full details will appear over here. If you double click, you will be able to see the same way you were seeing in the ECC system. It will look like similar. Now what we will do is we will go to SE10 also to check the TR, transport request. Here we have too many, but the one which we have created is this one. Now if you click here, you can see what you have done. We will go to the maintenance data to see how the things are. The client number here is 100 and this is our company code. Remember, this is the parent node, this is the child node. I hope this is very much clear to you. Now we will go back to our previous things and we will go back to our slides which we had. We have seen now the demo of creation of company code in the ECC system EHP7 version, and we have also seen in S4HANA 2022 version system how to create the company code. We have seen it at the table level. We have also seen at the transport request level. Now let's move further. Now we have basically come to the conclusion of this particular video. To conclude, what I would like to say is company code is the most important org unit into SAP FI side. Particularly org structure is what I am talking about. Whatever is the naming convention decided at the business blueprint level at the time of discussion with the client, that naming convention should be followed throughout and for all the company codes set up in that particular implementation project and in the particular client. There should not be any deviation out of the naming convention, whatever is being decided well in advance. Whether it is one company code or it is 100 company code, it does not matter. The naming convention should be consistent across company codes within the same client. Another very important thing which we have learned in this entire video is the starting point of all kind of business transactions and financial reporting starts with the company code in the SAP system Whether it is an ECC system or S4HANA system, it really does not matter. The process is same. The only difference is S4HANA is one of the latest system. ECC is little bit old system. Generation 3 and Generation 4 system is what we are talking about. Moving next, now we have come to the completion of this video. You can send your queries if you have any with regard to the company code, setup and the related things which we have discussed in this particular video on this given mail ID. Thank you so much for watching all the way till here, and wish you all a good day ahead. Thank you. Bye bye.